Boy, I tell you, CBS Sports has got the market cornered on ass opinions. Did you just hear that? Amon-Ra St. Brown is their most overrated player? All right, here's what we're going to do.
Overvalued.
Man, that is bull. He is as underappreciated as any receiver in football. Absolute pro, tough as nails, and performs. He doesn't have, great weapons around him. There's no perimeter, there's no A.J. Brown. There's no Batman to his Robin. And he gets all the tough yards. He runs immaculate routes. He catches everything. He shuts his mouth and goes to work.
Mm-hmm.
How is he overvalued?
Because everything that you said, Mike, he's not flashy, diva, receiver. Look at me. I scored. I got my own dance. I'm doing the waddle. I'm doing the gritty. I'm doing all of this. He just scores, hands the ball off.
Yeah, so did Barry Sanders. It worked out for him.
Yeah, let me tell you
but Barry is still kind of one of those, when you start naming the best backs of all time, Barry said, Barry.
There's
good.
Barry. Barry is number one.
Barry's number one with a bullet.
He is number one. But let me give you what CBS is saying here.
Oh, stop it. Man, Kenny could have ran behind Dallas's O-line. Emmitt Smith's the most overrated player in history.
Here's what they're saying. They're saying, is a player relied on too much, or is that player overpaid and not living up to the value? Their definition of overvalued is to assign an excessive value or to value too highly, place too much importance on. So they're saying that he's used too much.
Who are they supposed to throw the ball to, morons?
Right. This makes no sense.
Honestly, CBS Sports, who's writing for them anymore? Are they letting interns write? What are, between that take and their Mel Tucker take from the other day, I don't know which one is more toilet paper. Did you see the Tucker one?
I did.
Tucker's on the hot seat.
Yep.
Really? Could you have less of an understanding as to what's going on? Now, if it's a year from now and he had another 5 and 7 year, write the article. We can have a conversation. If Mel Tucker were fired at the end of this year, MSU would owe $76 million. Mel Tucker won 11 games 2 years ago.
Right.
He took over in COVID, which I've been told doesn't count. He goes 11-2, then 5 and 7. How about we play this year out before we go hot seat?
Right.
How can CBS clean it up, guys? Use Kenny's bidet.
Well,
clean it up.
For Amon-Ra, I think they're looking at, because he's deemed a possession receiver, and possession receivers don't get the hype. They don't get the hoopla, Mike.
But they're saying they're relying on him too much. He's their best player.
Right. And in their world, you should have a game breaker, and you don't have to throw the ball to him. You're just throwing it to this possession guy. He's racking up empty calories.
You know what? It's okay to just say it's dumb. What they're saying here is dumb.
David, I don't agree.
You should never overvalue a player because, you use him too much. That is their weapon. They go to him because he's good.
Right. He's good, but he's not flashy. And that's the problem. Because he is actually what you want out of an NFL player. You keep your mouth shut, you go to work, you get your job done.
You know what? Here, let me ask a question. Because we can save the battle of bad takes for tomorrow. Let me just ask this. Maybe I'm the one who's wrong. I view Amon-Ra St. Brown as a top 10 wide receiver in this league. That's how I view him. Let me ask the gallery. Now, we can go around this room, and maybe it'll be like UFOs, and you three are the sane ones, and I'm crazy. The point is, I want to ask you, the listener, because I'm sitting here, and really I'm kind of just incredulous towards what CBS wrote. Because I come from a place where, to me, Rico's nailed it with wide receivers as a position, divas, egos, BS, theatrics, tantrums, demonstrative behavior, nonsense. Amon-Ra's none of it. Hard hat, goes to work, guy is tough as nails. You're right, he doesn't have the measurables of a DK Metcalf or an A.J. Brown. He doesn't have the speed of a Tyreek Hill. But he does everything well. Mm-hmm. Everything I could ever ask out of a guy.
Right.
I view him as a top 10 wide receiver. So when CBS writes that nonsense, I think it's crap. But you know what? Maybe I overvalue the player. But my point would be, name 10 receivers you'd rather have than Amon-Ra St. Brown. Factoring in everything I just said, contract, ego, target share, demands, tantrums, blocking, all of it. I'll be damned I'm not going to find 10 receivers I'd rather have.
Let me see.
I mean, you don't have to do it right now. That wasn't a challenge.
No,
I'm
I think there's 10 receivers better than him.
Of course, because you're a hater.
Of course. But I think there are.
Okay, well then go ahead. You don't have to do it right now.
Okay.
And we can revisit it later in the week when training camp officially opens. 248-539-9797. I mean, David, you don't even like the Lions. Amon-Ra, top 10 receiver or not? I'm not offended. Rico says no.
Top of my head, I'm going to say no.
Why don't you take 5 minutes, look at a list, get back with me. Kenny, top 10 receiver, yes or no?
I say so, yeah, but Rico's a hater, I guess, today.
No. Whoa. Everybody calm down.
No.
All right, well, here's a list, Mike.
Go ahead.
Justin Jefferson.
Yes.
Okay. Tyreek Hill.
Yes.
Devontae Adams.
Yes.
Jamar Chase.
Yes.
Stephon Diggs.
No.
Wow.
No, I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Can you trust him? Massive, demonstrative tantrums and pouting, off-field stuff. I don't need it. No, I will take Amon-Ra. Go ahead.
Cooper Kupp. How does he always get so open?
I know. I will say yes, but it's not as wide of a gap as you think it is.
A.J. Brown.
Yes.
CeeDee Lamb.
No. I think they're very similar. And I think CD's got more wiggle, but go ahead.
Mike Evans.
No. The guy's 100.
Okay. Deebo Samuel. Go ahead, say it.
Here's what I would say. If I'm allowed to take the player and his multifaceted abilities, yes. As just a wide receiver, no.
Amon-Ra does the same things that Deebo does.
Deebo's value.
He's better at it.
No, Deebo's the ultimate Swiss Army knife. And he's so difficult because he's the one who doesn't want to run the ball anymore, but when he runs it, he's a killer. Go ahead.
Got one. DK Metcalf would be on that list.
Yeah. Look, I'm not telling you he's top 5.
Wait,
and I'm not
Jalen Waddle.
No, I'm not ready to go there.
See, but what we're doing here, Rico.
Not ready to go there because he gets to play. Sorry, Dave, 1 second. He plays with Tyreek effing Hill going 100 yards down the field, and Waddle runs 2 feet and catches a pass. All his passes are at the line of scrimmage. Yeah, and it's, but I love his dance. I'm just making a point. Maybe Amon-Ra's 9 or 10, but he's in my top 10. That's all I'm saying.
See, and that's what I was going to say, Rico. I think what we're doing is we don't believe he's top 10, but as we get to the list, I think at the end we're kind of like pushing guys into the top 10.
David, I'm not
just
pushing
so he can't be.
That's not pushing anybody in the list. The ones that I said.
Jalen Waddle may be pushing some guy into the top 10 that may not need to be there.
I just feel like Jalen Waddle's numbers are bloated.
Because in my mind, Devonta Smith will be there, but you can also have the same argument he just had.
It's
another number one, A.J.
I'll
Brown.
put Devontae Smith in there.
Yeah.
I mean, this is one of those that I'm in Detroit, but if you're picking on the playground and these two are there, I'm
with you.
I'm taking Waddle.
But we have to view it that if we're using the numbers, you have to factor in the situation. So, okay, Devontae Smith. He gets to play with A.J. Brown, Jalen Hurts, 8 million Pro Bowl tight ends. All I'm saying, if I ask those guys to do it alone, Amon-Ra does it alone. Look at the other receivers.
And he's been doing it since his rookie year.
I value a guy who proves that you're gonna do everything in your power to take me away, and you still can't. Now, hey, I get it.
Okay, but here's one. You're not gonna like it.
What?
But DeAndre Hopkins.
No, not at this stage of life.
Now, nobody likes him. He's still one of the best receivers on the field.
So let's ask the question. Let's have some fun. I'm fine if I'm a lone wolf on this. I'm not offended. I'm just making a point. I have infinite respect for what Amon-Ra has done. And bias alert, I respect his approach to the game. Because I know that's a guy I can hand $20 million a year to, and I'm going to be okay.
Fair.
And I think that needs to be valued. So let me ask the question to Lions fans. Maybe Lions fans agree with you guys. And they go, look, we love the kid, but he's not top 10. 248-539-9797. Is Amon-Ra a top 10 wide receiver? And is what CBS wrote about him total crap? Because I don't understand how I'm supposed to throw the ball to someone else on this team. CBS got to clean it up. Between Tuck being on the hot seat, which just shows they have no idea what's going on, or Amon-Ra being used too much, which is the worst take? That is a battle royale. That's awful.
I agree with you.
Microphone. I don't know if that was you or the button.
No, that was me. You were about to go sell him something. No, I agree. You can't sit here and punish a man because he's productive on the field. I think that's ridiculous.
Crazy.
But I don't think he's a top 10 back. Okay, now sell him a mattress.